What is going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Football, bringing you guys another draft profile. Today it is Carlos Hyde, the running back out of Ohio State. And keep in mind when watching this video, a lot of draft stock will shift and change in the following months. So let's get right into this one. Again, Carlos Hyde, running back out of Ohio State, standing at 6 feet tall, 236 pounds, some collegiate stats, 523 attempts for 3,198 yards, which is a 6.1 yards per carry average, and 37 rushing touchdowns. A couple of things you might want to know about Carlos Hyde. He's the third-team AP All-American in 2013, first-team All-Big Ten in 2013, and second-team All-Big Ten in 2012. Now, some pros and cons to Carlos Hyde. First of all, I noticed his size granted him a lot out there on the field. He was surprisingly shifty and surprisingly fast for his size. Again, about 235 to 240 pounds. I felt as if, also another thing about his size, he was able to be successful in picking up extra yardage when it came to him being so big. He also fights for yards, which is something that I noted down as a pro. So when it comes to picking up a couple of extra yards, you need, it's a second and three, third and three. I think Carlos Hyde is going to be a valuable utility when it comes to that aspect of the game. Now, his field vision, I did notice that he also did follow his blockers. They ran him more primarily between the tackles, but when he did get to the left or the right, and he ran off tackle to the outside, I noticed that he was still successful, and that's where his speed kicked in, and I was, again, surprised to see how fast he was for his size. Now, cons, his pass protection, and I also didn't put this, but his run protection, he needs to work on that. Now, when I say run protection, Braxton Miller, the quarterback there at Ohio State, would run some draws, and Carlos Hyde would be the first man there blocking for him, and he usually didn't do a very solid job. Now, if he's going to a team that has a running quarterback, he's going to need to work on his run protection as well, but as for his pass protection, that could use some work. Now, as you see there, a bar altercation. He was suspended for 3 games for a bar altercation in July of 2013. Now, before you get any, ideas or any kind of misperceptions on Carlos Hyde, if you kind of watch the whole thing break down, they have the surveillance tape of that, and it wasn't a bar fight. It was just a little bit of he kind of, I guess he slapped a girl, and she didn't press charges. Now, if you hear bar altercation, you're probably thinking, he's a dumb jock, all this, all that. But if you watch his interview of his first game back this year from that 3-game suspension, you can definitely see it affected him a lot, and he kind of broke down, and you kind of feel for the guy. So I mean, I'm not going to put too much stock into that. I think some scouts will, some scouts won't, but I had to put it in as a con. Now, draft projection, I think he's going to be a day 2 type player. Definitely in the second round he should be considered, just because running backs usually aren't being taken in the first round like we used to see, in the last couple of years. Last year there wasn't a running back taken in the first round. This year it might be the same thing. I don't think Carlos Hyde is definitely that first round type of running back, but I have him in that 33 to 64 range. Some teams that need running backs, I think Cleveland needs a running back. MJD, I don't know if his gas tank is running low. In Jacksonville, Oakland, I know Darren McFadden has been so injury prone in the last couple of seasons, and he's going to be a free agent. Atlanta might need a running back with Steven Jackson being as old as he is. Tennessee, I think Tennessee is going to end up cutting Chris Johnson, and then the Jets could use a running back. So I have 6 teams there. Let me know what you guys think. Throw your comments down below on Carlos Hyde, and comments, thoughts, concerns, all that good stuff. Again, down in the comments below. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.